Hi guys, so today I'm coming at you with my first makeup tutorial. Get ready with me. So I recently posted this look on Instagram, and a lot of you said that you would like to see a makeup tutorial. Here up, so we've got a working space. So first things first, what I do is I just start off with this little spoolie which I put some clear soap onto, and I just literally coat my eyebrows in that, like a lot, back and forth, and then I brush them up, but coating them as well, because sometimes if you don't coat them enough when you're outside, they just decide to fall, and then your friends have to help you put them back up again. I've got a mirror here, by the way, that's why I'm looking over there, if that's what you're wondering. What I do is I get my finger and I just push them up so they're like flat against my skin, because then they don't fall down. Can we just discuss the fact, like, who thought one day, oh, let me use some soap to make my eyebrows look like I've just been electrocuted? Like, who came up with that idea? What I like to do is I have this little sleek brow kit which is in the shade Dark 818, and I just get a little angled brush, and you have like a powder and a gel. Just get it. I like to go under the brow, like make a line, just like that, and then just kind of brush that product up, like feather it. And although this is kind of, the fronts are kind of not shaped, you want to make sure the ends are shaped, so like the sort of tails. So although they're kind of flicking out as well, I just make sure they come to like a point, so then they just look a little neater. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Brunette. So it has a little end bit, and where I have the hairs fluffing at the top, I just use this just to define that a little bit more. And guys, right, I've just got this new concealer. So it is the collection, would you believe, is literally less than like £4. And this is in the shade Cashew number 6. Like a flat brush. All these brushes are, I don't know where these brushes are from. Oh, they're from Zoeva. I just carve out the brow with this. This is also a really good base for the eyeshadow that we're going to do. So I just put that all over. My facials right now must be hilarious. So as you can see, this brow is much more defined than that brow. So this is a crucial step. If you miss this, you're going to be looking a little bit crazy. So once you're happy with the way that your brows are carved, then I get this little Zoeva brush again. This is the concealer buffer, and I just use this to basically buff in, but also kind of spread that concealer out a bit more, and make sure at the beginning it's not very harsh, because that will not look good when we're blending our foundation in. With that, you can just set with any translucent powder. I just use Collection because it's cheap, it does the job, and I go through tons of it because I hate my skin looking oily, so I use a lot of powder. So today we're going to be doing a smoky eye, like I said. So usually a lot of people start with like the darker colour, which is a huge mistake. Don't ever do that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do this whole look using this Dare to Create 39A Morphe palette. First, you want to start off with a really fluffy brush. So this is the 228 Luxe Crease brush, which I use every 2 minutes. And you just want to go in with like a shade that's kind of an orangey transition shade, sorry. So I'm going to go in with this one here. And you're just going to start in the crease, pack that on. As you can see, the pigment is unreal. And you're going to just extend this round, trying to keep it kind of round at the outer corner and not a sharp edge. And you just want to pack a little bit more of that on and put that right into the crease, because that's where the transition is. So you just want to, oh, I shouldn't have done that. You just want to make sure that that is really soft and not too harsh going into the crease. Also try not to put it really high up. So I'd recommend to keep it quite far away from your eyebrow, just so it doesn't look too like stage makeup. Then what I do is I'm going to go in with my next shade, which is this sort of burnt orange sort of colour. And again, put that in the crease, but you're going to keep that lower down. So you don't want to blend that as high as you did with the previous shade. So you're going to keep that quite low. Then you're going to go in with this darker orange shade. And you're going to keep that so close. So I'm basically going to pop that like basically on my eyelid first at the top. Like that. You can see I'm just packing it on. And then again, tiny circular motions. So it literally doesn't go any higher than just above the crease. Then comes the fun part. I'm going to take this dark brown and I'm going to pack that again onto the crease very low, and use the same brush to just blend that out as well. Then with your brush you're going to go in with the black, pop that all over the lid like that. Very careful not to put it too high. Blending brush, you're going to go back in with these orangey red shades and just blend the shit out of the black. And you just want to go in with a highlighter. Just highlight the brow bone, kind of separate that from the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to do the other eye and then I'll come back and show you. I like to just blend again over the black slightly. If you're not very used to doing makeup, people will panic at this point and be like, oh my god, I look crazy. But trust the process. You just want to use a gel eyeliner, so I just use the Maybelline one in black, and I just go along the upper lash line just to darken it. So basically when we put our eyelashes on, you're not going to be able to see my eyelashes. Next is time for lashes. I use eBay lashes. These are amazing. These are from eyelashwholesale.com. But I get mine from eBay, so duo glue. So you just want to stick.
Open up the safe, bitches got a lot to say. Green. Get ahead. Fuck with me and get some money.
Downstairs, please.
Bit busy at the minute.
Why?
Put my eyelash on.
Where that goes?
On my eyelash. So I use the Fit Me Maybelline foundation in 118. This is amazing. Best foundation, can't fault it at all. But first things first, I go in again with my Collection concealer. So under my eye, on the nose, a little bit on the forehead, chin, above the lip, and under the cheekbone. I go back in with my little brush I use to do my eyebrows with, and I place the foundation over the top and in the areas that I haven't put any foundation, areas I haven't put any foundation yet, and just pat that in. So do not rub, literally just pat it in, and it will literally go into the skin, so it will stay much longer than if you were rubbing it in. And that little brush that you use to buff into the foundation on the eyelid, I use that just to basically get as close to the eyeshadow as possible. To be really soft with it around the eyebrows. You're not going to get all the way on, but kind of push it on there. Just set the rest of the face with the translucent powder. What I do next is go in with the medium deep, just go into the areas I want to contour. So I just start with the cheekbone. As you can see, that brings a lot of colour back into my face, as the foundation did wash me out. Then I put that in the sort of hairline and the forehead region under the jaw. Then I squish the brush so it's quite thin, take some of that and I run that down my nose. So I like doing fake freckles, so I use again the sleek eyebrow kit from earlier, and I stretch out a hair grip and just dip that into the powder and just tap it on the skin. So once I've done that, I go back in with my bronzer brush and just tap them. So it kind of makes them look like they're under the skin. Then my favourite part, I go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Peach Nectar Illuminizer. And a little tiny bit on my forehead. Deep dark contour shade with another fluffy brush. And go under the eye. And then I go in with the black just really high under the waterline, just to darken that again. So now it's just kind of final touches. I go in with a highlighter just into the inner corner of the eyes, just to brighten it up a little bit as it is quite dark. Add a little highlighter onto the nose and the nose bridge, as well as the Cupid's bow. Then you want to go back in with the eyebrow pencil, just brush them hairs up again and go in with your small pencil just to add back the brow hairs that may have got lost while doing your foundation. Then personally what I like to do is use a makeup wipe to carve out my lips from where the concealer is. What I like to do is take a lip liner, so I have this NYX one which is basically on death's door, which I'll be using. I couldn't even tell you the colour. Sugar Glass. There you go. And I like to overline the top lip. Can you see the difference? And then with the bottom one, I follow the natural curve of the inner corner, but then slightly overline it as I get further in. Then I go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette. To finish off the makeup, as you all probably know, I'm an ambassador for Glitz & Berry, and they send me these absolutely adorable packages full of beautiful, beautiful lip glosses. This is the Glitter Brownie lip gloss. So just put that on the Cupid's bow and then the centre. So this is the final look, so it's actually so much easier than it looks. You just have to take your time, but I hope you really enjoyed the video. First makeup tutorial. If you have any other suggestions or videos that you might like to see, please comment them below. Please subscribe, like, comment. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Oh, I'm catfishing you again. I'm not even dressed. In every video, if you haven't realised, I wear a nice top at the bottoms. They're always these Primark shorts.
Back in the stoop, how can I lose?